Alrighty, test. Sounds good. All right, Oscar nomination time. Obviously the nomination process just ended. Honestly, this year compared to last year, I guess not a ton of snubs, nothing crazy, but there's definitely I would say there's two movies that got less than anything else. So we could talk about those as we go through. We can just run through the nominations. We'll go top to or bottom to top, just because the bottom ones are, let's just call it, less interesting. International film, Zone of Interest, Society of the Snow, Fallen Leaves, A Taste of, oh wait, no, sorry, that's the ones that should have, those are the chalk ones. Zone of Interest, Society of the Snow, The Teacher's Lounge, hadn't heard of it. Perfect Days and Io Capitano. Io Capitano and Perfect Days I'd heard of, but Teacher's Lounge
isn't a real movie.
Not true.
Teacher's Lounge is like a fake movie from the beginning of Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
They're just throwing out a place.
Yeah, The Taste of Things and Fallen Leaves are both very highly regarded and both very high up on the list as far as ones that people were thinking were going to be up on the or nominated anyway.
Can we talk about the rules in this category and how stupid they are? Like,
ridiculous.
They need to get rid of the one country every country can only submit one rule.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to say it, not to be mean to some countries, but I mean, there are countries that are very good at putting out movies, and then there are countries that just aren't. And like trying to but
also some countries fumble.
Like Japan fucked up. Japan had 2 or 3 great movies this year. So did France. Korea's had this problem in the past where they have multiple great movies that are probably like best picture quality. Yeah, like this, I don't like this category at all because like I think Godzilla -1 gets in there easy if they can submit 2. France has 2 that they could have submitted.
It's like the inverse of the foreign player rule and other than like foreign leagues where like, hey, if you're in this Chinese basketball league, you only have 2 foreign players or something like that. Like, it's like you guys need to be able, whatever has the best players needs to be, in this case, the best movies. You need to be able to submit.
Is this the Oscars international affirmative action? This is the Rooney rule. This is the Rooney rule for best pick for international feature.
It's so stupid. Just pick whatever the 5 best movies are. Like let it be an open seating or whatever, and like let them pick whatever they want.
They really can't figure out either. Is it is it back to international feature? Or is it best non-English?
Now it's international film feature. I guess
change the fucking name every year. All right, let's go. Wait, who would you pick in that one?
In this one, I think it's Zone of Interest. Society of Snow is really good. Really enjoyed it a ton. I don't think it comes close to what Zone of Interest.
Yeah, we were talking about it while the noms are coming out. I think it's very obvious the Academy fucking loved the Zone of Interest.
Yeah,
and I liked it a lot too. I just didn't expect the Academy to go for it that hard.
Although it did get what I would call snubbed in a couple categories. I thought it was going to be a lot more.
Yeah, it got missed on a few.
Yeah. Animated features, Across the Spider-Verse, Boy in the Heron, Elemental, Nimona, All Chalk, and then TMNT was a leader in the category, at least to be nominated. Because it's really cool style. So all that stuff is really interesting to watch. But Robot Dreams won out. Open book. Haven't seen Robot Dreams.
I've heard good things.
Yeah,
I've heard good things. Who do you pick here? Is the question.
It's either Legacy Oscar for Miyazaki, I guess, but he already has. I don't know which one. It's that or Spider-Verse. The other 3 just get out of here. But it's one of those 2. I just don't know which one wins.
They give it to Miyazaki it'd be funny if they like tried to take a stand and they're like, you know what? Fuck Lord and Miller. Yeah. They overworked their employees too much. So let's give it to Miyazaki.
Known good guy, great employer, Miyazaki.
That's a really tight category. That's probably the best that category has been in a long time.
Visual effects, Guardians 3, The Creator, Godzilla -1, big thumbs up there. Napoleon and Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible got a pair of nice little noms in here, which I don't think anyone expected, which is cool. They got, and the 2 that got snubbed here, people were saying were Poor Things and Spider-Verse, which I don't know if it qualified, but it was definitely on the leaderboard to be up there. But those 2, I think for sure. But Napoleon effects were sick, and the Mission Impossible effects were cool.
We said it when we reviewed Napoleon. None of us particularly liked the movie. Like we like parts, but not as a entire project. No, but it did look fucking great. Yeah, it looks so good.
Did really. Like Guardians is better than any of the visual effects Marvel was doing in this whole recent phase. The Creator's effects were sick.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if the Creator wins.
The Creator was like all the technology they used in that movie was like the dumbest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. Like this big floating weapons platform that drops missiles. Like, hey brother, we got ICBMs. You could just do this anywhere. You don't need a multi-trillion-dollar floating weapons platform. And then like that dumb. Do you remember because I rewatched on Hulu recently. The stupid fucking like forklift robot that the lady has right in the beginning. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's what's her face? It's Edie Falco.
Dude, no, it was
not Edie.
Allison Janney.
Allison Janney, yeah.
Every bit of technology and like that thing that they shoot that like latches onto their back and then blows up later. The suicide bot.
I mean, the movie was very much a James Cameron like ripoff. So,
yeah. Dude,
of course they're gonna have just a nonsensical big robot at some point.
Dude, it's ridiculous. But yeah, the effects did still look great. Like the whole like lined up like laser sight thing for the thing was sick. But yeah, and Godzilla -1, you gotta hope. It's one of those things. I think the Godzilla -1 like outplayed its coverage, I guess. Like they like as far as like the budget goes for that movie, it looked better than a lot of movies that spend way more on their budget. But it's tough for that to compete with something versus like the creator, which even that had way more of a budget, even though that was under 100 million, I believe, too. And Guardians 3 and these other movies, and even Napoleon and Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible's visual effects always sick. Best sound: Oppenheimer, Maestro, Zone of Interest, Killer, and then Mission Impossible, and then the creator. Snubbed is Ferrari, which Ferrari did have 6 sound.
I still haven't seen Ferrari, but that doesn't shock me.
It was
awesome. It's just that the trailer alone, that first trailer when it just opens with the engine just revving.
Yeah.
Sounds so good.
In Killers of the Flower Moon, people thought was going to get best sound too, which the sound was sick in that too. But Mission Impossible, awesome. The creator, like you were saying before, great sound. That the VFX of, or just audio, audio visual in the creator was like a highlight.
Yeah. I think we were both surprised that Zone of Interest didn't sneak in. That is like one of the biggest parts of the movie is like just the sound is a storytelling element.
Yep, that was a little bit of a shocker. Best song, What Was I Made For? Barbie. I'm Just Ken. Barbie. It Never Went Away, American Symphony. The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot. Road to Freedom from Rustin, not nominated. Good song. The song from Killer of the Flower Moon, which I don't think anyone even knew.
No, I'm just thinking about like, what does Hulu put when Hulu updates their app today? Do they put Flamin' Hot on the front page and put Oscar nominated?
By the way, no disrespect, I kind of liked Flamin' Hot.
No, it's just like one of those things.
I didn't remember the song, but
every year you get like one of those movies that just like it's just funny to see Oscar nominate. Like remember when Suicide Squad 2013 version,
Rick Ross,
it had
Oscar nominee,
and then the 2-time Oscar nominee because of the makeup, which he did deserve on that.
And what's his name? 3 6 Mafia Oscar winners.
Yeah,
I believe, right? Best score: Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Poor Things, The Zone of Dial of Destiny, and American Fiction. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse not nominated. Zone of Interest not nominated. Both I think very deserving.
They got fucked by the John Williams legacy.
John Williams Oscar legacy nom.
Yeah, this is the last score he's ever done, and it was a great score, but it was Indiana. It was Indiana Jones. Anyway. It was Indiana Jones. And Oppenheimer's gonna win this one.
Oppenheimer's winning no matter what. Does not matter once, even a little bit. Killers of the Flower Moon I thought was cool. Poor Things was like jarring. I don't know if it's a score where I'm different. Like, it's not a score where I'm like, holy shit, this made the movie. But like I think you can say that about Oppenheimer. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there are certain movies where if they have just a slightly less good score, they don't achieve anything. And I think like you could even put like Star Wars up there. Star Wars had a shitty score, like a dumpy 70s synthy score.
Most John Williams projects, he elevates it like a full letter.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Best director, Chris Nolan, Scorsese, Yorgos, Jonathan Glazer, and Justine Triet. No Greta Gerwig.
Not shocking. Pretty tight, pretty tough category this year. I mean,
I think that the Barbie super fans
they have nothing to complain. They got nommed in places they shouldn't have today.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie probably will get to it. Maybe got snubbed, but I mean, you got America Ferrera in there. Like
that is the literal worst person to have been like the one area where they should not have been nominated. That's where they got nominated.
And I like her. I like her a lot. That was not an Oscar.
She delivered probably the cringiest.
It's the worst part of the movie.
Worst and most off-putting part of the entire movie is that dumb monologue, which is it's written poorly. It's you can't put it on her shoulders. It's just kind of out of place and stupid. But like we'll get to where they should have been nominated and weren't nominated. But best director, I think this is Nolan's to lose. Just looking at
it. This is where they like to get the people there. And best actors,
give us
especially where they like to like. All right, we'll get them theirs this time.
Yeah.
Like
It would be. I'd be shocked if anyone else.
Oh no! What?
died.
No shot that it's anybody. But I think it's because Nolan's had so many great movies at this point that haven't. Then they couldn't. Like Dark Knight, obviously, notably. But this is their chance to finally give him one, and maybe their last chance. Who knows? I can't imagine he doesn't put out another great movie. But
yeah, it's just it's one of those few chances where he gets like a more down to earth.
Everything. It's on paper, it's an Oscar movie.
Yeah. Production design, Barbie, Poor Things, Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Napoleon. No zone of interest here either. That's one where I thought they would definitely get a nom too, because their everything in that movie looks scarily real. This is one where you think it's probably Barbie. Like they can throw them a technical award, and like it looks like a lot of stuff in there looks really cool. It looks like a legit Barbie playhouse when they're there.
The production is unbelievable in that movie.
Yeah. So production design, I feel you're thinking Barbie, makeup and hairstyle, all chalk, Maestro, Poor Things, Oppenheimer, Golda, and Society of the Snow. Maestro, probably.
You think Maestro and the costume and design?
Throw him a bone.
I think Poor Things.
I think they throw him a bone there.
I think that's the Poor Things bone. I think
for makeup and hairstyle.
Yeah.
What, just for that fucking goofy ass?
I don't think it's winning Best Picture. I don't think it's winning Screenplay. I think
Emma Stone wins Best Actress.
She wins Best Actress.
So I don't think Bradley Cooper's winning anything else for Maestro.
I don't think Maestro is going to win shit.
I think that they give it to him for this and just be like because they aged him up. It looked cool, like the way that over time.
Yeah,
it was well done, I thought. And if you can give it to him anywhere, it will be that.
I don't know.
I'd have Poor Things in second.
Who knows? Who knows if he'll win?
Yeah, don't even go there with the Bradley Cooper super haters. Film editing, Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Poor Things, The Holdovers, Anatomy of a Fall. No Barbie. Barbie was considered to be up there too, but I understand why not.
That's an Oppenheimer. That's one of the better edited films I've seen ever.
Oh yeah. That's a big time Oppenheimer, like no shit winning category. I mean, they might, if they wanted to, throw it to Killers of the Flower Moon just to like for a Scorsese throw him a bone moment, but I don't think they should.
Editing in that movie is so tight, so cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Remember when we were talking about Killers of the Flower Moon, when we were done with it. It is a movie that's like so long, and you can very hardly find a point to cut. Which is so impressive. Next is costume design. All chalk again. Barbie, Poor Things, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, and Oppenheimer. Another one where I assume it's Barbie. That's one where they could throw them the technicals.
Which one is this?
This is best costume design.
Okay, sorry. This is the one that I was thinking for Poor Things.
Yeah, because makeup and hairstyle, I was like, you just give it to them for Defoe's goofy ass chin. Like, what's it, Crimson Chin? Right? In Turner.
Yeah, it was the Crimson Chin.
Yeah. They had some funny tertiary characters in that show. But yeah, I think costume design you can throw that to Barbie as like a technical thing, but then Poor Things would be like right there. I think I would say those two are neck and neck.
Poor Things costumes are just so theater kid coded. So theater kid coded,
which plays for them.
Yeah.
But I would say Barbie is, I would say, the front runner, and then Poor Things right on its tail. And it just depends on, they're going to give Best Actress to Emma Stone, so you can give Barbie something here. And people are going to, every win Barbie gets is going to get like the biggest social bump for them. So like that's probably what they want. Cinematography, Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Poor Things, Maestro, and El Conde. El Conde, everyone watched El Conde. Everyone loved El Conde. Everyone can't stop talking about El Conde.
The fuck is El Conde? I mean, I've heard of it, but it was not in like major discussions for that.
Zone of Interest was the one where everyone was like, that's a lock for somewhere in best cinematography, but that one didn't get, because again, Zone of Interest had a lot. They deserved more love, I thought, in this. They got snubbed out of a few categories, and this would definitely be one of them, because Zone of Interest was just incredible across the board. But Oppenheimer is to lose again. I think that's
so.
A tough one.
I could see them going Killers there. That's
the only, if they're going to throw them, we keep saying throw them a bone, but it is a thing here. If they are going to throw it to somebody, I would say,
yeah.
Best original screenplay, The Holdovers, Past Lives, Anatomy of a Fall, May, December, and Maestro, probably The Holdovers.
Yeah, I think it'll be The Holdovers. And granted, we didn't read the screenplays.
Yeah,
we're just going off of what we saw on screen. But Holdovers feels like it'll win here.
Holdovers or Past Lives, one of those two. I just don't know which.
Past Lives sneaking in on Best Picture, getting that one of those final spots does give it a big boost there.
Yeah. Best adapted screenplay: Oppenheimer, Poor Things, American Fiction, Barbie, and The Zone of Interest. No Killers of the Flower Moon. That's shocking.
That was
Very
shocking. That was very surprising.
Although it is, from everything I've heard about people that have read the book
is
it
better.
is wildly different.
Book is
Just
better.
in how everything's presented. It's from the FBI's point of view, right? And it's just very, very different. So maybe it's just like it's almost as if he took it and did a totally different thing. Maybe they got to go somewhere else. But American Prometheus, right, for Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
I did not know. Poor Things, I guess, is a derivative of Frankenstein, or what are they?
Yeah, I think that's what they're going off of.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Or actually, no, it's based off a story that's based off Frankenstein.
Gotcha. So this is another one where I feel Oppenheimer's
Yeah.
Poor Things.
Maybe
Things is
Poor
very
Things.
interesting.
Yeah, like I do think they try to get Poor Things in spots, but
they're getting in one of the three major categories. So I
Yeah.
feel like that is huge. Best Supporting Actor: Robert Downey Jr., Ryan Gosling,
Yeah.
Robert De Niro, Mark Ruffalo, and Sterling K. Brown.
Willem
Dafoe was the only other one considered.
This is the lock of the locks.
Yeah, it's already J's to lose.
Like,
be shocked if it was anyone else.
You bet $100, you're getting like 3 cents back on this one.
This is one of those. Do you know how when I'm Just Ken won whatever that most recent order was, and
Critics' Choice,
yeah, Gosling was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
like that was what Gosling would do if he won here. Times 10. I'd be like, "No, I refuse. Give it to RDJ."
It'd be Macklemore winning best rap album over Kendrick.
Yeah,
or like, what the fuck?
Or Beck or whatever that was. That was it. Beck that won over like Kanye or some shit, and like everyone was like, "Ugh."
Beck either won over Kanye or Adele. It was one of those two.
Something, yeah. Best Supporting Actress: Davine Joy Randolph, Emily Blunt, Danielle Brooks, Jodie Foster, and America Ferrara. No Penelope Cruz. We were talking about this before. I think it's one of the weakest categories this year for sure, and one of the weakest this categories has been in recent memory. America Ferrara did not deserve to be nominated, and that's not like it's just like, what is she doing here when, and we'll talk about it in a minute, when Margot Robbie was not in best main actress. It makes no goddamn sense.
It makes zero sense. It's someone said it in here earlier. I don't know. I missed the comment. Who said it? It's the Jamie Lee Curtis nom all over again, where she's in a good movie. She does a fine performance. She's like the 4th best performance in that movie. Is she? How much better than Adriana Greenblatt is she? Like the daughter? Like she's not doing much in that movie. She has that monologue, which it's bad. It's just the weakest part of the movie. I really, this is like just a weird nom.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't get it. Doesn't totally make sense to be on a number of levels. And I think that what was even worse, honestly, about the what's her name one in Everything Everywhere All at Once was like, not only was she not the best supporting act, like she wasn't, like she was outdone by 3 different like supporting actresses.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
In
like
that movie.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy. And that was a big time like legacy nepo baby thing though. But yeah, the Penelope Cruz is the only other one I would even consider. But it's just like, it's not even just like who would be nominated over her. It's just like she is not deserving of being there. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
That's the bigger thing.
I would have gone, honestly, Hewler got it in Best Actress. I would have double nommed her. Yeah. I would have given her the nom for playing the Queen of Auschwitz.
Yeah.
In Zone of Interest.
Yeah. Davine.
Pronouncing
the names wrong? Divine. It's not spelled as divine. I'm reading it phonetically of how it's written.
Davine Joy Randolph. Did you say divine?
I believe I said it.
She is divine.
Divine. You know Divine Joy Randolph, and
she's Divine Devine.
It's spelled Danielle Brooks. Davine Joy Randolph and Danielle. Is that
okay? Jeff Graham.
Yeah. All right. Fucking pronunciation police over here. Real cool guy.
Yeah. Graham Cracker.
Yeah. Real cool personality to have. Best actor: Cillian Murphy, Paul Giamatti, Bradley Cooper, Jeffrey Wright, and Coleman Domingo. All chalk across the board.
Wickedly talented. The wickedly talented Davine Joy.
Yeah, Cillian's to lose. No question.
This is the best actor.
Yeah.
No
Giamatti got there's no way.
The Giamatti steam, the Polly G wagon is picking up, baby.
I think it's Murphy's winning every major award.
I think it's closer than you think. I think it's closer than you think in this one.
I don't think so. I don't even think it's like remotely like he's very good. It's just like who else like is winning the number of awards he's been winning for best actor, and like not talking like in comedy, like when it's in the gold or whatever bullshit. Like no one else has come close.
You're underestimating America's love for Christmas. One person's in a Christmas movie and one person is not.
Yeah, this guy made a nuclear bomb.
We don't like who likes nukes.
We
don't like nukes.
The country, the government.
We don't do that not anymore.
Bradley Cooper, no chance. I don't think. Jeffrey Wright, no chance.
You know what? Good for Bradley though.
Yeah.
All these people in the chat rooting on B Coop's downfall for no reason other than the fact that he tried and he wants to win an award. Good for him getting in there.
Yeah. Coleman Domingo, I do want to give a shout out to because Rustin was awesome.
Haven't seen it yet.
And I think he's one of, and I say this every time he's in anything we review it, he's one of like the sneaky best actors. And we talked about this pretty recently when I was mentioning the Euphoria season to you. His whole conversation in the diner. Dude, he's such a good actor, like a very classic theatrical, very kind of like he could do both, like very natural, but then also very theatrical when he wants to be. Awesome actor. Best actress, Emma Stone, she's winning. Lily Gladstone, Carrie Mulligan, Sandra Hüller, and Annette Bening. No Margot Robbie.
I think this is more of a two-person, right? I think Hüller, because of how many noms Anatomy of Fall did like sneak in on here. I do think he gets a little closer there.
Yeah.
Lily Gladstone, dead in the water.
Yeah. No
dead in the water. If you have Gladstone stock, sell it. Sell now.
I think Stone just wins it just because she's got the pedigree. She's got the steam.
She's the most likable person maybe in Hollywood.
Yeah. But no Margot Robbie is shocking. And like, not that like I don't think Margot Robbie was the clear winner here. Like, no, she wasn't. I don't think she was going to win if she was nominated with this group. It's just like it's odd that they wouldn't throw them that bone because she was amazing in Barbie. She was
I think it's an Oscar performance.
Yeah, she was really, really, really good. And then Annette Bening and Nyad, like, look, no disrespect, Annette Bening, great actress, but it's like if what Margot Robbie did in Barbie is like, I think if you're just putting like qualitative performance like as good, and then that movie had such a massive impact in the Hollywood or in just the movie space. Part of Barbenheimer, one of the highest grossing movie this year. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to me.
I can't name two people. I know one person in my life who's seen Nyad. Have you seen Nyad?
Yeah.
Two people in my life who have seen Nyad. These people didn't see Nyad. I'm sorry. These people didn't see it.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It's just that's
the Netflix like pool.
Yeah. Best director, Chris Nolan, Scorsese, Yorgos, Gerwig, and Glazer, all chalk across the board. Nolan's to lose.
Yep.
I don't think anyone comes close. Like I really don't. That's another one where I just think that's the most. That's a you bet it, you get 3 cents back. Type of bet, and it's good because he deserves it. And if like I talk about it every time we mention Christopher Nolan. He's one of the biggest unicorns in all of cinema because he has the ability to make movies that make a lot of money every time. That's already one step. He has the ability to make movies that are critically well received. Another very rare thing. And then he makes movies that are very audience well received. That is a trifecta that no director hits as consistently as Chris Nolan. Like nobody does that ever. And he just does it with every movie he makes. It's fucking crazy. He made a movie about a scientist, the like second highest grossing movie of the year. Like that's batshit crazy. And it's just amazing. And he deserves an Oscar. You feel like he's deserved it for a while. It's just like, I don't know what you would give it to him in what other movie you would give it to, but he's just one of the most unique and incredible brains in cinema. So deserves it.
Yeah.
Scorsese was great. Obviously, we talked about Yorgos, that freaky boy.
Yorgos, I think he'll be like one of those like 15 years from now. He's just too weird for the Academy to fully wrap their arms around at this point. But I think like as he becomes more popular, more of a household name, he's getting there. Mm-hmm. Like I have friends now who know who Yorgos Lanthimos is. Couldn't have said that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He's definitely getting there, but like they're not going to give him that yet. This is like we talked about before. This is one of those categories where they like to feel like they're giving someone their due.
Yeah. Oh, did I say Gerwig? Yeah, it wasn't Gerwig. Why didn't I plug this in? Who was it? What it wasn't Gerwig? Who was the other? See, this is the problem with
who's the other what?
This is the problem with the Barstool Sports room is that this room has no Wi-Fi.
You're looking for
we had to sit here editing it all offline as we were doing it.
The best directors?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Nolan, Lanthimos, Glazer, Scorsese, and Justine Triet.
That's the one that was missing. That's one that was missing there.
Which Anatomy of a Fall is my number one movie on the year, but this is Nolan's category.
Yeah, Eli, you might be shocked to find that there's no Wi-Fi in a Barstool Sports live streaming room. You'd be shocked, but just the beauty of this place, man. All right, best picture, last one. I know and it might seem counterintuitive, but you're on an Ethernet right now watching this stream. Best picture, all chalk across the board. Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Poor Things, The Holdovers, Barbie, American Fiction, Maestro, Past Lives, Anatomy of a Fall, The Zone of Interest. Feels another one where it's Oppenheimer, or it's like in a distant second, Killers of the Flower Moon.
You think Killers would be the second there? I think it would be Poor Things.
No, I think Killers has more juice. You know what I mean? Just as far as like, I know like you think like the award season, like, oh, well, if Gladstone doesn't win this, if this doesn't win this, I just think as far as like traditional juice in this world, it would probably be Killers.
That'd be a shame.
Yeah.
I'll be on I'm someone who really liked Killers of the Flower Moon, but
I don't think it was best picture.
That's not a best picture. It just isn't. And
if
we would look back years from now and be like, what the fuck happened there?
Poor Things and Holdovers would be like right after that, though. Like not like the gap between Oppenheimer and that is significantly bigger than the gap would be between the trio of Poor Things, Holdovers, and Killers of the Flower Moon. But I think that's Oppenheimer's to lose. I'd be shocked if anyone else got through.
Yeah, it feels like Oppenheimer might set some records here. I don't know.
They can't do the Lord of the Rings.
No, but they'll do well. I think it'll be their night. Yeah,
big time. And again, it's another thing where they just deserve it. It's how many actors are going to go on stage? How many from that crew, that massive crew, are going to go up on stage if they win Best Picture? Because that's like,
I would assume those are all A-listers. They'll all be there.
They're all, even like where a normal movie would have an extra, they had like a B-list actor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy how many people they had in that project. But I think it's Oppenheimer's to lose.
Does Dane DeHaan get to come on stage?
I love Dane DeHaan was good in that.
He was very
LCB
good.
Interviewee, Dane DeHaan. You can watch that interview
he was
somewhere.
Actually unrecognizable.
Yeah. He was really good. And then David Krumholtz. Sneaky, very good. Everyone had like a career best performance in that movie. It was fucking crazy.
Dude, Krumholtz, do you see Krumholtz tweet out that Nolan got mad at him for farting on set? Then he deleted it.
Did he?
Yeah, he deleted it. I wonder if Nolan texted him and was like, dude, delete it.
I don't want people to think I hate farts.
Yeah, like, dude, I'm cool with farts. Dude, this is bad for my rep.
Yeah. Let's see what the people gotta say. Wes Anderson needs to start making movies like he used to 20 years ago.
So I've seen Wes Anderson. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. He still makes his movies are still very much Wes Anderson.
I think they want him to make stuff like Fantastic Mr. Fox,
Bottle Rocket.
Bottle Rocket's really good. Rushmore, sure. Josh Peck snubbed. Josh Peck igniting the Trinity bomb is one of the funniest bits that they pulled on us. Saltburn shutout. I don't think Saltburn was
the surprise was the BAFTAs, but in retrospect, not that surprising considering how British that movie is.
If you're gonna nominate for anything, like if they had a category for coolest intro, like maybe
Iron Claw getting snubbed has nothing to do with the release date.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Nothing.
I don't think they really had a chance.
I just don't think.
Did they even like campaign really that well?
It just didn't really fit that well into this year's like crop.
Yeah.
Like there were other movies that took its spot.
If Efron or Jeremy Allen White were supporting actress and like a woman, like they'd be up there. But this is a very tough year.
Yes.
For sure.
The supporting acting category being as stacked as it was kind of fucked it. Like you could maybe make the argument that it could have fit into Best Picture, but who do you knock off?
Yeah, Society of the Snow should have gotten more than international film. I got nominated for makeup and hairstyle, and I'm not gonna say it has like no chance either because it was like they look crazy, like the dehydration and the skinny, like how they got thinner over time and their hair and all that shit looked crazy. What movies do you think people look back at and think
that's a good question?
People are gonna bitch about Barbie, I think, no question.
In terms of snubs,
because no Margot Robbie, no Gerwig, and I'm not saying correctly. I'm not saying it's a right thing. I'm saying if you're gonna go on social media and you search the word snub right now, there's gonna be people talking about Margot Robbie. It's gonna be talking about
Margot Robbie will
and Charles Melton. The three people everyone's gonna be bitching about.
They'll forget about Charles Melton is the boy of the week,
dude. That is an unbelievable campaign that he somehow got into this conversation. Like the most average performance any actor's ever given.
Our chat is also, I'm pretty sure, Melton Defenders. It is
Go ahead.
absurd.
Go ahead and defend him. I don't care. Very regular performance.
There's 3 actors in the Iron Claw I would have put in over Melton.
If Dune 2 came out this year, what like it was supposed to, how many noms to get? I haven't seen it. Have you?
What?
Dune 2?
No, I haven't
seen
seen
it. To say.
It'd be tough to say. Yeah, no. If I had to guess, though, I don't know, like 4 or 5.
All the technical ones nominated for, I would assume. I am so excited for that, though, man. Dominic Sessa was better than Melton. Yeah, no question. Lapped him.
not even close.
Lapped him.
The kid, the 12-year-old from Anatomy of a Fall.
Yes.
Way better.
Lapped
the dog in Anatomy of a Fall.
Multiple, like, I would say, out of all the performance given this year, 70% of them were better than Charles Melton was in May, December.
Yeah.
Just on a general basis.
He's hot. That's for sure.
He's a hot dude.
Well, he's very hot.
Yeah. Josh Peck should have had Zac Efron's role in the Iron Claw. No.
Wait,
he's not big enough for that.
What did he say?
Josh Peck should have had Zac Efron's role.
No.
Yeah, I disagree. Greta Gerwig makes Barbie with the hopes of an Oscar noms. I don't know. I don't think so. I think she wanted to make a fun movie, and it was.
No, I don't even think she had an award in mind when she took on a Barbie movie. You think she took on a Barbie movie thinking this is what's going to get me the awards, not Lady Bird or her Little Women adaptation.
Yeah.
If there was a movie she's going for awards on, it was The Little Women.
Giamatti should have the eye in when if he goes up on stage. I agree. That
would be funny if he did, or if he still doesn't explain how they did it.
Yeah. Flower Moon not getting adapted screenplay as well. I agree. That is, I just one where you just assume they're going to get it, and not even that I'm like, holy shit, they deserve it. It's just like I just assume they would have gotten it. Has an animated movie ever been nominated for Best Picture? I believe
no, it has not happened yet.
No, I don't think so. I remember people thinking early last year that Dune 2 could sweep the Oscars. Think that would have been a possibility if it wasn't pushed back. Again, it's tough to be like, yes, for sure, like, because we haven't seen it yet. But
this year's Oscars, not a chance.
Based on what I've seen people talk about it, and not just like the actors and actresses and Denis Villeneuve talking about it, like they all say it's like this makes it's not only way better than Dune 1, but it makes Dune 1 better, which is kind of what I was hoping for when we talked about Dune originally. That'd be sick. Toy Story 3 did okay. Beauty and the Beast. Up was fucking Best Picture nom.
Beauty and the Beast, I do think, that does sound right.
They did do some Disney Renaissance, yeah. Because I remember Lion King won a bunch, but they won like Best Score with the Elton John.
Well, they didn't have this. They didn't have the stupid ass or not stupid, but they didn't. They were stupid because they didn't have an animated category until what 2001.
Yeah,
the first winner was Shrek. I know that.
If Josh Peck gets up on stage, he might try to get mic time. Hell yeah! I just starts doing like one of his Vine things. Like, dude, when he was on Vine, he was insufferable.
Everyone was,
no
one wants to admit it, but everyone.
But like every single person on there was just doing like white people be like, black people be like Vines, like to buried him into the ground.
And then King Bach pulls out a comically large spoon.
Yeah, oh my god,
can I get a spoonful?
The fact that he's still probably making more money than any of us in this company is crazy.
He's an actor.
Yeah, an actual actor. Could be wrong on that, but yeah, no, I think you're right. I think there's other animated movies that should have been nominated. Like first, we didn't really get a chance to talk about it, but Suzume should have been nominated for Best Animated Feature, I think, this year.
Yeah, I think that was better than Boy and the Heron.
Yeah.
If we're going Japanese animation, I think that was pretty clearly better. But like you said, it's the Miyazaki. Like, is he going to retire again? Is this his last movie? Who knows? So
I like Who's Your Milk Hyper, too early 2025 Best Picture nom. The Dune's going to be up. Dune will get nominated. I'm safe saying that. I'm not saying it's going to win, but I'll say it'll get nominated.
It will be a pretty jam-packed year with last year's delays pushing in. Best Picture noms for this year. I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
Let's see.
Who's got a movie coming out?
2024 movies.
Bong Joon-ho, Mickey 17.
Is it 7 or 17? 17, I think.
Yeah, right. I don't know. We have one picture.
Yeah,
so
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson getting a C scan.
Let's see. Madam Web, we got coming out.
Of course.
Argyle. I got invited to Argyle, and I was just like, I think I'll wait. Imaginary. Kung Fu Panda 4, obviously, will be up there.
Of course.
Arthur and the King. That's the Mark Wahlberg dog movie. I keep seeing trailers for.
that movie looks
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Nosferatu, not
I forgot about
it'll
that.
be one of the best movies of the year. It won't get any noms.
Yeah.
Just going off of his past, what's his face? They haven't particularly loved his movies. Goddamn, what's the name of the director?
For Nosferatu?
Yeah.
I know, I'm blanking out.
Weird dude.
I know.
He rules. He's got a big beard and a short haircut. Horny tennis movie. Luca Guadagnino's The Challengers. No. I sneaky think that movie looks kind of bad.
Robert Eggers, by the way.
Robert Eggers, yes.
Yeah. Who we've talked to before.
Could Lily Gladstone have entered in for Best Supporting Actress? Yes, it's shocking that they didn't think to do that.
Would have been a way stronger. She probably would have won.
Yes.
Would have been way smarter for them. I don't know how they qualified that though.
Oh yeah, Francis Ford Coppola's big personal project comes out this year.
That's right. I feel like they've had that filmed for a while because I remember the pictures of Audrey Plaza with like that blonde wig. Were like that was like 2 years ago. Jesus,
that's one of those movies where it either ends up being like all timer or just absolute faceplant.
And Coppola like sold off like his wine estate in order to finance the movie because no one would buy it. In which, by the way, Francis Ford Coppola, one of the all-time bet on himself guys. This is what he's done multiple times.
Yeah,
good with the Godfather, multiple different movies. Godzilla vs Kong: The New Empire next year. Civil War, that A24 movie. I'm so curious about that. I'm so goddamn curious about that movie.
I've heard the plot to that movie, and I don't think people. It's not like what the trailer said. It's not. The trailer isn't very indicative of what the movie is going to be like.
This film from Alec Garland features the United States plunge into a civil war. The film's official description calls it a race to the White House in a near future America balanced on a razor's edge.
Yes, I've heard very different.
Yeah, it feels like exactly what we looked at. So I agree. I don't think just based on its face, Civil War will be good, but then that's just the trailer. So maybe it's something. It's
just gonna. I really wish he had done. It's just gonna be such a fucking annoying movie to talk about. God damn.
You did mention horny tennis movie, threesome tennis movie,
Challengers.
Yeah, very interested in that. The Fall Guy. That's right with Gosling. I forgot about that,
dude. I don't think that trailer looks very good. I think it looks pretty stupid. But people are saying that movie rules.
I like David Leitch or Leitch, I forget. But he's really good. Obviously, did a whole bunch of great movies.
Yeah, the United Federation of Florida.
Yeah, Wick, Blonde.
Like they'd sweep the fucking floor with us.
Oh my god, are you kidding me, dude? It depends on because they did the map right of like what
Texas, California. Okay,
Bizarro.
They're not gonna know what to do with the Florida.
What did they unite on? What do those two countries or states unite on? But yeah, the Fall Guy from the guy who directed John Wick, Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw, Ryan Gosling with Emily Blunt. Yeah, it's a winner to me. Back to Black. Oh, the Amy Winehouse thing. I forgot about that. I'll be very interested in that. I'm kind of more interested in the Bob Marley biopic coming out soon. That looks cool.
People making fun of that movie. I think it looks good.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Always into those movies. So underappreciated. So consistent. Which is that like.
So Wes Ball's doing it, not Reeves.
Yeah. If the
yeah.
What do they call them? Ifs, right? Or something.
It looks very charming.
Yeah.
But that's not a best picture.
Furiosa coming out. If it's like 3/4 as good as Fury Road, then it'll be a massive hit.
Yeah.
The Garfield movie with Chris Pratt. Forgot about that. Ballerina, the John Wick spin-off movie coming out. Bad Boys 4. I liked Bad Boys 3. I thought was surprisingly good.
I thought it was fun.
I don't know about. We'll see. Bad Boys 4. Inside Out 2. The Bike Riders. That's the Austin Butler doing the voice with Tom Hardy. Biker movie.
Tom Hardy's doing a voice.
Oh yeah. Did you not? Do you remember?
I'm just kidding. I saw it. I remember.
The trailer was so funky. He's just like, "You gotta be part of this club, man." It's like you don't need to. This
is how they talk in Chicago.
Yeah. Fucking Bizarro. America's two favorite talents, Chris Pratt and Mike Tirico. Mike Tirico just that's one of the funniest moments. Him just being like, "Oh, I'm 100% Italian." It's like, dude, what are you talking about? Quiet Place Day 1.
No.
Yeah. I mean, the cast. Oh, they're bringing back Jaimin Hansu for that. Okay. Despicable Me 4. Obviously, we're all excited for. Twisters. I forgot they're doing a Twisters. That's cool. Daisy Edgar Jones, Glenn Powell, Anthony Ramos. That's kind of it's
Gladiator 2 comes out this year too, right?
Yeah. Deadpool 3. That Deadpool 3, I think that'll be a fun time.
I hope so. If it's not, then it's
Oh my god,
it's R.I.P.
This Borderlands movie's finally coming out.
Yeah,
forgot about that completely.
with the stupid ass cast. Who is it? It's like Kevin Hart,
Kate Blanchett, Jack Black, Ariana Greenblatt, Jamie Lee Curtis, Edgar Ramirez, Haley Bennett, Florian Mutenow. It is that I'll fully admit I never played the game. I always thought it was just kind of like visually abrasive for me to want to play, but I don't know. That's just a goofy ass cast. Speak No Evil, which looked weird. Craven the Hunter. Oh boy,
that one looks bad trailers.
That one looks tough, real tough.
People don't realize it, but we have, I think, 3 Sony Universe of Marvel picture, whatever, the Spunk movies, Sony, the not Marvel Sony movies, the not MCU Sony movies. I think we have three of them coming out next year. We have Madam Web, Craven. There is one more.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is it? Anyways, that's just insane.
Beetlejuice 2 with all the OG characters coming back. Forgot about that too. Tim Burton, Keaton, Ryder, Catherine O'Hara. Yeah, nice. Transformers 1, which is the animated prequel movie. I think ScarJo, Chris Hemsworth. We had I think broke the news on that too. Keep Tom Holland away from Sony.
Buddy, it's too late. Yeah. He is Sony's bread guy. He's their little poster boy now.
Joker, was it? How do they pronounce it? Wadu.
Oh yeah, I'm thrilled for that. I'll be honest. The more people get upset that it's a musical, the more excited I get for it.
I'm very pumped for it. Very different.
The more like the OG Joker fans, like, we don't even want it. We don't even want it.
Terrifier 3, go fuck yourself. Wolfman. They're doing a Wolfman movie with fucking Christopher Abbott? Hell yeah, I didn't even know this. That rocks.
I know. No one will see it. Christopher Abbott will remain nameless. Nameless and faceless.
We talked about it, I think, very recently. Christopher Abbott rocks, man. He is such a good actor.
Should be a star.
Yeah,
he has
absolute star.
Everything going for him. Somehow he's just not.
Venom 3. That's the one we were missing. It was Venom 3.
Venom 3 is the other Spunk movie.
Juno Temple's in it? Chiwetel Ejiofor. Oh, man. Gladiator 2 should be November of this year. Which very excited for that. That just wrapped filming, right? Like a couple weeks ago. Wicked Part 1, sure. The Karate Kid.
Again, he's got to be old by now. Come on.
Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim, supposed to be end of the year. That'd be cool. Brian Cox is a voice in that. I didn't know that. That's
he's the main voice, I'm pretty sure.
Sweet. Mufasa, the Lion King. That's the Lion King sequel with Barry Jenkins. That's gonna be, I'm assuming, amazing because everything Barry Jenkins does is always great. Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Hell yeah.
Then
Getting Shadow, baby.
Then Nosferatu.
You see the rumors on who might voice Shadow?
No.
Hayden Christensen.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Jizz Man.
Hayden Christensen would be a good voice for Shadow.
Mickey 17, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, the obvious follow-up. Beverly Hills Cop. I forgot.
Oh yeah, that comes out in like a month.
No, this says
right
next year. Or sorry, end of the year rather.
Oh, we've already gotten like first looks and shit. Yeah.
It's Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Or maybe it's they have it at the bottom because it's TBD release date. And Beverly Hills Cop. What a weird cast. But yeah, so that's some of the other ones coming out next year. I mean, they're probably not even mentioned because that's on like the Rotten Tomatoes list, like the more Oscar heavy ones, I would guess, like the smaller ones. But yeah, Spider-Verse ain't coming this year. I agree. I don't see a chance in hell that comes out this year.
Does it? Yeah, I think it comes out in 2025.
Yeah,
summer. But honestly, even then, like how many years was we had 5 years between? Yeah, 5 years between the first one and the second one.
Yep. They had to take a break.
2 years between the first. I don't know if this comes out even next year in 2025.
And they recently ate shit for treating their animators like crap. So now they're gonna be on edge about that because they have, like those dudes they have a very specifically Lord and Miller, like a very tailored image, and I feel like they definitely don't want that tarnished at all. So that I think that's gonna be a while. But yeah, excited for movies next year. Most of these, I think, again, for as far as this Oscar nomination chances or Oscar nominations go, not a ton of snubs, and like the quote unquote snubs would be like the Barbie things, and that's really it. Chances Batman 2 comes out by early 2026. I have no goddamn clue when that movie's going to come out. At this point.
I think it comes out winter 2025.
I think Jeffrey Wright said he's like, I'm still waiting on a script to come. I'm texting Matt Reeves every day asking for the script.
Once the script is done, things will start to move very quickly.
When's the Penguin series coming out, or whatever that is?
February?
This February?
March?
We haven't even seen a trailer yet. That'd be nuts.
I'm just being hopeful.
Me too. I hope sooner
It's
rather
supposed
than
to come
later.
out like last year.
And I think they cancel the Gotham series they were gonna do, or something like that.
They had another Gotham series. Oh, the Arkham Asylum. I don't think that's been canceled yet, but I think it's been like,
yeah, May for Batman.
Why?
Or not this Batman. The other
that
one.
is a good. Why did Margot Robbie not get a Best Actress nom?
I couldn't tell you. It's like, are the other actresses in this that much stronger than her? No.
Like, it's the Annette Bening really fucked her. Is really Annette Bening fucking murdered Margot Robbie's hopes and dreams.
And Annette Bening for a role where, like, again, she was good. It's like she was nothing as special. Gunn said Arkham series was in the DCU now. Okay. So that sucks if he did that. If Gunn was like, no, you guys you're not doing the Reeves verse Arkham Asylum. I'm doing that in my Gunn style. That'd be I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel. I've kind of been hoping that the Reeves stuff would just stay separate.
They just announced Peacemaker 2 is like they're just writing the final episode now, right?
Yeah, James Gunn announced he was starting to write it like 3 weeks ago. Now he's already done. I don't know how guy's a machine.
But Peacemaker, man, I gotta rewatch it. That was such a goddamn good show.
So
it was a hysterical series. More your coterie of supervillains. Yeah. It's so stupid. It's so funny. What a great show that was. Like a nice little treat too, because I feel like none of us really saw it coming to like until it was pretty close to when it came out, and then it just rocked. One of the best opening sequences of all time. And James Gunn said he's doing a different one, a new and bigger scale one. So yeah, and that being the Andrew Riseborough this year. We were just talking about that before we recorded. Yeah,
who can forget To Leslie?
Like everybody who's ever existed. I love Andrew Riseborough too. These are like, it's again Annette Bening and Riseborough, great actresses. It's just like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
What campaign happened? What behind the scenes thing happened between them?
Dane wants to know if Margot being a producer hurt her chances for Best Actress.
I don't know why.
I don't know if that had affected. If anything, it would help her chances, considering she'd be in the room campaigning.
Yeah, I don't know why it would hurt. What would be your one big snub to get in? I mean, just looking at the list, like, I guess Robbie over Bennett. Benning.
That's the biggest, like, glaring snub.
And like with America Ferrera, like, I don't think she deserves to be there, but there's no one that didn't make it wrong. Like, holy shit, how did you not nominate this person?
Yeah.
So like, it's not enough where it's not something I'm super passionate about. Like maybe Zone of Interest for adapted screenplay, or just rather Killers of the Flower Moon for adapted screenplay. But I'm not like, I never read the book, so
the Barbie director did not get nominated. Just to be clear, green beans. Yeah,
no.
Greta Gerwig did not get nominated.
Yeah, I fucked that up when I was reading that earlier. That was my bad.
I still don't know how Sterling K. Brown got nominated.
I agree. Where I'm like, I don't know what he did that is like significantly better than some of the other actors that were in that class. But like Defoe would be the other one where most people were saying like he's gonna make it. Defoe's gonna make it.
So limited in screen time is the issue.
It's a huge problem.
He was only in the movie for
5 seconds.
Yeah,
like,
10 minutes maybe.
Every scene was great. It's weird. Hope Emma Stone wins Best Actress. I think that's hers, and no one's touching it.
Yeah, Healer not getting. That's what I was saying in the Best Supporting. Like, I would have double nommed her, but they don't love doing that. Especially if she got nommed on 2 foreign films.
Yeah,
that'd be insane. I'm just happy she got one of them. To be honest, I was pretty worried that she wouldn't get anything.
Can we bring back the movie recommendations for the weekend videos? Yeah, I mean, we could just do them at the end of regular long take episodes. Under over 7.5 awards, Oppenheimer takes home.
That's a good number. That's a good line to set.
I'll double check the numbers on that. Yeah, we'll do. Well, I think Jeff will probably do the gambling sheet again. He loves doing that. First time Oscar nominees for this year: Emily Blunt, Jeffrey Wright, Lily. Like a lot of these are no shit. But America Ferrara, Coleman Domingo probably should have been nominated before. I would have given him. He was really good as Best Supporting in Beale Street. Yeah, I don't know. We'll come back later this week with a new. We'll do like a regular long take. Maybe we'll throw in those movie recommendations at the end of it. But yeah, until then, we'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Have to walk over and do it because we have no Wi-Fi.